Welcome. I'm so honored to guide you through this special meditation under the snow moon in Aquarius. Aquarius energy invites us to release outdated identities and limiting thought patterns, creating space for our most authentic selves to emerge. Sometimes we cling to versions of ourselves shaped by societal expectations, family pressures, or past experiences. Today, I invite you to gently let go of these versions with love and compassion. As we journey together, we'll be supported by the element of air, a symbol of freedom, clarity, and transformation. You may choose to breathe in the invigorating scent of peppermint oil or hold a feather, both of which symbolize lightness and movement. Our spiritual guide for this meditation will be the Air Bison, a loving and powerful being that will help carry away the outdated versions of ourselves, freeing us to move forward. Take a deep, grounding breath, and as you exhale, set the intention to release any version of yourself that is no longer in alignment with your highest purpose. Perhaps these identities were created to gain love, approval, or safety. Acknowledge their purpose and know it's safe to let them go. Now let's call in our spirit guides and the Air Bison to join us in the sacred space. Imagine the Air Bison entering with grace and strength, its warm fur glowing under the moonlight, ready to lovingly carry away what you no longer wish to hold on to. Thank you, spirit guides, for being here with us. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths. Feel the surface beneath you supporting your body. Bring your awareness to your body. Notice any areas of tension, heaviness, or discomfort. Where in your body do you feel the weight of stagnant emotions, outdated expectations, and identities of yourself that are no longer in alignment with your greatest joy? Breathe into those spaces. Thank and honor them for protecting you in the past. Perhaps they were born out of fear, the need to be loved, or the desire to meet others' expectations. Acknowledge that these parts have served their purpose, and now you're ready to let them go. If you feel called at this time, take a moment to move, stretch, sway, bounce, or gently shake your body to help these emotions begin to move. Allow your body to intuitively guide you. At this point in the meditation, you can pause the recording for the movement portion of the ceremony. If you'd like to watch a YouTube video for guided movement practice, or listen to a curated playlist on Spotify to help you move intuitively on your own, feel free to do so now. When you're ready, return to this recording and we'll continue with the meditation, journaling, reflection, and closing thoughts. If you stepped away, welcome back to your space. Take a moment to settle in, and we will continue with the meditation. Regardless of whether you are sitting or lying down, find a way to get very comfortable. Imagine the earth is holding you in its loving embrace, so you can explore the parts of yourself that you would like to let go during the ceremony. If you've called upon your spirit guides or invited the welcoming presence of the Air Bison, they are with you now. And we are all holding space for you to partake in the ceremony. Breathe deeply in and breathe deeply out. I'd like to invite you to take a couple breaths, and when you breathe out, hold your lips in the shape of an O so your mouth can make the sound of wind. Breathe in and out. Breathe deeply in and calmly out. One more time. Breathing in and breathing out. Now, in your mind's eye, visualize a vast snowy mountain. Under the glowing snow moon, in the distance, you see a speck in the sky. The white speck contrasts the darkness of the night and the darkness of the moon. As you gaze at this speck, you notice it growing bigger and bigger as you watch it. As it comes closer in your field of vision, you realize it's not a speck, but an animal. As it approaches, you can see its soft white fur blowing in the wind. And on its forehead, you notice in between its eyes that there is something blue and glowing. As the Air Bison approaches, you notice the glowing shape as an arrow. As it gets closer and closer, you can feel the warmth of its body and the comforting hum of its breath. Breathing in and breathing out. The Air Bison lands softly next to you and gently presses its massive and soft body against yours in a comforting embrace that feels like a soft hug. You can feel its heart beating underneath its thick fur, and you feel very loved, comforted, and supported at this time. The Air Bison in its loving embrace is offering you warmth and safety and guidance during this time. You feel a deep sense of trust and familiarity as it lowers its head to you in a respectful nod. As it lowers its head, your attention is drawn to your arms. You notice they're held in front of you as if you were holding something that sat right on top of your belly, but it's not quite yet visible to your eyes. You begin to notice that whatever it is you're holding, it carries weight. It's cold to the touch. And with that, you feel a sense of sadness. In your arms, you are holding the past versions of yourself. Those identities and expectations you've carried for so long. Coming to this recognition and feeling the physical weight of these identities that have expired, you feel a deep sense of compassion for yourself. How long have you been holding on to these expectations, identities, and pressures that no longer align with you? In this moment, with the support of your guides, you gently hold these past versions of yourself. You squeeze your arm around them, holding them tighter to your chest. Maybe you place a hand on its head, bringing it closer to you. You thank them for whatever service they've performed. And you gently let them know that they're no longer needed where you're going, for you are safe now. You tenderly kiss them on the head, thanking them for their role in your journey. You hear the Air Bison gently grunt at you, and you get the sense that you're now supposed to pass these versions of yourself along to the Air Bison so he can take them away. You gently tuck these past versions of yourself into the Air Bison's cozy fur. You feel the warmth and love as they settle in. They're happy here. Before you slowly step away, you pat the Air Bison lovingly on its head, and it winks at you as you slowly watch it rise and take flight into the crisp sky. Wave goodbye knowing that these versions of you that no longer serve you are being carried away with love and care. As they depart, the sadness you once felt dissolves. The heaviness you once carried dissolves. You notice that you no longer feel the need to hunch your shoulders forward. You throw your shoulders back, and you feel your heart inside of your chest, light, glowing, and expansive. And as you throw your shoulders back, you almost hear a creaking sound, as if opening a window that hasn't been opened in a very long time. And as you open the window to your heart, you feel a gush of stale air being released. And inside of your chest dances the cool, welcoming fresh air. Light pours in, filling your lungs, your heart, and your entire being with joy, freedom, clarity, and peace of mind. Suddenly, everything makes sense. Your life's purpose, your interests, even the negative events that didn't make sense prior, suddenly it all makes sense now. You feel light, free, and limitless. And as you are basking in this glowing feeling, you realize that this is just the feeling of being authentically yourself. Take a moment to enjoy the feeling of being authentically yourself. When you're ready, slowly begin to return to your physical space. Begin to remember your surroundings. Breathe back into your body. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Feel the support of the surface beneath you. And take a few deep, nourishing breaths. When you feel integrated and you are ready, please sit up and take a moment to journal about your experience. Maybe journal about the lightness that you felt when you embraced your deep authenticity, how it felt to release past versions of yourself, what old identities you let go of today. Maybe the loving support you felt from your guides and the Air Bison. And what new adventures you're now ready to take and ready to embrace now that you feel fully empowered in yourself. Take note of this deep feeling of alignment. How can you remind yourself to stay open and free, like the wind? If you'd like to solidify this practice, and you brought a feather with you today, now would be a good time to gently glide the feather over your skin. Imagine it wiping away any last microparticles of dust of your old identities. Feel it dance across your skin, symbolizing the lightness you've reclaimed in your being. Let it remind you that you are free to move, to change, and to grow. And if you'd like to, perhaps step outside with this feather and release it into the wind and watch it carry away the old versions of yourself, just as the Air Bison did in your meditation. I'd like to now close the ceremony. Thank you so much for going on this journey with me. Thank your spirit guides and the Air Bison for their support. Remember to carry this sense of openness and freedom with you into your life. Remember you are allowed to evolve, to release, to change, and to start over anytime you'd like. This experience resonated with you and you would like to be notified when I release future meditations, please sign up for my newsletter in the description of this meditation or follow me on other platforms as I release more offerings. Thank you for sharing this sacred space with me. May you move forward with lightness, clarity, authentic joy, and ease.